Australian team in the coming days and also contribute to the mission of Modi ji's government and see what we could do best from our side to improve the trade between both countries. And so looking forward for that. Living in Sydney for last 23, in Australia for 22 years. So
that's wonderful. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you, Manoj ji. Nice meeting you, hearing about you, and first time meeting over this stream. So thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity.
Then I can see Mr. Nara Subramaniam. Can I request you to kindly unmute yourself and introduce?
Greetings, and good evening, good day to everybody. I'm Nara from Kuala Lumpur, and I'm also here together with Dr. Rakan. I'm with in Dr. Rakan's team, and my pleasure to be here with all of you. Looking forward to hear more about your investment opportunities and plans for within India. I'm a business coach and consultant and trainer, and we organize programs locally as well as abroad. And we'll be very happy to see how we can work together with all of you all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir.
And I can see Zanab Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, could you please make your camera on and introduce yourself?
It could be for the test.
Officer.
But can you confirm if the doctor has presented what I want to do?
अच्छा अच्छे खबर निकले
From Ali, I think he's
vehicle क्या है तारू?
Then we have Mr. K.R. Raghavan from UK. Mr. Raghavan, can I request you to please give a quick introduction of yours?
तो शू कराऊं मुझे?
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, my name is K.R. Raghavan. People call me Rags here. So I'm in about 40 plus investments already in the angel world, but a dozen of them are from India already, and I'm a member of Chennai Angels. I'm pretty active. And I know a little bit about what India does, but can do a lot more. Bureaucracy still, which is something that the Manoj and his cohorts will address, hopefully over a period of next 1 year, so that the ecosystem could be leveraged much faster. So yeah, I am there in India, despite the fact that I get phenomenal benefits here. My sentimental interest. Yeah, they're going to do a lot more to be able to attract investors from the UK, where the regime is very for investment. Thank you so much.
Manoj bhaiya, unmute yourself, Manoj bhaiya.
Yeah. Then I can see Mr. Ashish Garde.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Sir.
I'm Ashish Garde from Aurangabad. I'm the ex-president of Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture, CMIA, which is the apex body of industry in Marathwada region. And I also founder director of Marathwada Accelerator for Growth and Incubation Council, MAGIC, which is a business incubator and accelerator promoted by the chamber. It's first of its kind in India.
Wonderful, sir. So I'd request the Maharashtra team to please make a note of his introduction and connect with him. Then I can see Wing Commander Nagashri. I cannot see the full name, I can only see. So can I request you, sir, to kindly unmute, put your camera on. Okay, he's not online. Mr. Devojit Bose. So it is 6:40. I think another 5 minutes will start the program. So again, I'll request you, all of you, keep your mics on mute and your cameras on. It's a webinar courtesy that while the chief guest is speaking, everybody's camera should be on. So say in 5 minutes time as we start the program, I repeatedly request everybody's camera should be on and the mic should be on mute. And once Mr. Wagla has spoken, then we have shortlisted 10 names. I will be calling one by one. Those people whose name I take, they are requested to at that time unmute themselves, give their introduction, quick introduction, and ask your question to Mr. Bagla. And your introduction and your question should take about 45 seconds. And 1 minute and 45 seconds is time allotted to Mr. Bagla to answer you. I think Mr. Bagla.
Progress.
But by force.
Manoj, your mic is on mute.
Good evening, Mr. Bagla is here. Very good evening to you, sir. Very warm welcome. Thank you for joining. So,
Hi, Manoj. Thank you for getting us all together. It is an absolute pleasure. Is the frame okay? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with technology.
No, it's okay. I can listen to you. We can see you. And another couple of minutes, Dr. Chothaiwala ji will be joining. And by 6:45, we'll be starting the program.
So will you give me a minute? Can I just come back in a minute then?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Thank you.
And then once they were in Goa, Goa is Inquisition.
Dr. Vijay Chothaiwala ji has also joined. Sir, good evening and a very warm welcome.
Hi Vijay bhai, good to see you.
नमस्ते नमस्ते दीपक जी, हाउ आर
आप
यू?
कैसे हैं? Good to
बढ़िया
see you.
बढ़िया.
आज सारा परिवार इकट्ठा हो गया, बड़ा अच्छा लगा.
थैंक यू.
And we must thank Manoj bhai for getting us all.
Yeah. Manoj is very enthusiastic.
Very nice, very well organized, you know.
Sir, with the permission of Dr. Vijay sir and Mr. Deepak Bagla, can I start the program? Can I start the program, Vijay sir?
Yes, we are on dot. We can go ahead.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So first of all, I request each one of you to kindly mute yourself and keep your camera on for next 1 hour. This is my humble request. Everybody should keep their cameras on and the mic should be on mute. With that, आप सभी को नमस्कार. मैं मनोज कुमार शाह, एमएसएमई एवं स्टार्टअप फोरम भारत की ओर से आप सभी का आज इस अति महत्वपूर्ण वेबिनार में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं. आज के वेबिनार के हमारे मुख्य वक्ता इन्वेस्ट इंडिया के प्रबंध निदेशक एवं मुख्य कार्यपालक अधिकारी श्री दीपक बागला जी, इस फोरम के मुख्य संरक्षक आदरणीय डॉक्टर विजय चौथाईवाले जी, फोरम के राष्ट्रीय महासचिव श्री संजय बनर्जी जी, हमारे श्री हरजिंदर सिंह जी, फोरम के समस्त अन्य पदाधिकारी गण सदस्य, देश के विभिन्न भूभागों से जुड़े उद्यमी व्यापारी बंधु, धरती के दूसरे छोर से हमें ज्वाइन करने वाले एनआरआई साथियों तथा पत्रकार बंधुओं को मेरा सादर प्रणाम. मैं आप सभी का आज के इस महत्वपूर्ण इन्वेस्टमेंट इंडिया वेबिनार में हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं. हमारी काशी के यशस्वी सांसद श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी अक्सर ये कहते हैं कि आपदा को अवसर में बदलने की जरूरत है. आज इसी अवसर की संवेदना को समझते हुए हम भारत सरकार के प्रकल्प इन्वेस्ट इंडिया के साथ संभावनाओं की तलाश करेंगे. कार्यक्रम शुरू होने के पहले मैं आप सभी को इन्वेस्ट इंडिया के बारे में कुछ बातें बताना चाहूंगा. द मोस्ट awarded investment promotion agency in the world, Invest India is the advisor, guide, and facilitator to every investor looking to make a home in India. They are the first point of contact for global companies whom they handhold from the day they start exploring India as an investment destination, and at every step of the way throughout their journey in the world's most liberal investment destination. Under the chairmanship of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises implements various programs, MSME schemes for the development and promotion of MSMEs across the country. Moreover, the Government of India has been really proactive to ensure that all the benefit of these MSME schemes reaches to the MSMEs in time. To provide immediate relief to the MSME sector, various announcements have been made under the Atmanirbhar Bharat package. The most important ones are, as I'll mention, Indian rupee 3 lakh crore collateral free automatic loans for MSMEs to buy raw material, meet operational liabilities, and restart businesses. Revision of MSME definition to extend maximum benefits to the sector, disallowing global tenders in procurements up to Indian rupees 200 crores to create attractive opportunities for domestic players, clearing of MSME dues by the government and public sector units within 45 days. इन सभी बातों की विस्तार से चर्चा श्री बागला सर से होगी. सर आज हमें निवेश के लिए संभावनाओं और सहयोग की दिशा भी दिखाएंगे, ऐसा विश्वास है. और मैं अब अधिक समय नहीं लेते हुए इस फोरम के बारे में भी कुछ अवगत कराना चाहूँगा। हमारे शहर काशी के सांसद और देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मंत्र आत्मनिर्भर भारत की प्रेरणा से हमने आप सभी के सहयोग से एमएसएमई एवं स्टार्टअप फोरम भारत की स्थापना पिछले साल कोरोना काल में की थी। और देखिए, ये फोरम आज अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के विराट रूप में हम सबके सामने है। बागला सर, आपको बताते हुए हर्ष हो रहा है कि सभी के अपार समर्थन और सहयोग से बहुत ही कम समय में हम देश के 24 राज्यों में और 5 केंद्र शासित प्रदेशों में अपने 150 चैप्टर्स संचालित कर रहे हैं। यह 104 नगरों में स्थित हैं, जिनमें 10,000 से अधिक सदस्य और 250 से अधिक पदाधिकारी हैं। इसके साथ ही विश्व के 7 देशों में भी हमारे फोरम के ओवरसीज चैप्टर्स हैं। आदरणीय बागला सर, आज आपका सानिध्य पाकर हम बहुत गौरवान्वित हैं। अब बहुत विलंब न करते हुए मैं निवेदन करना चाहूँगा अपने फोरम के अभिभावक, मेरे मेंटर गाइड, हमारे मुख्य संरक्षक डॉक्टर विजय चौथाईवाला जी से कि वे विषय की स्थापना करें। डॉक्टर विजय सर।
आदरणीय श्री दीपक बागला जी, मेरे परम मित्र मनोज शाह, एमएसएमई और स्टार्टअप फोरम के सभी पदाधिकारी, इसमें से कई सारे लोग मैं पहचान रहा हूं अभी स्क्रीन पर, इन सबको वर्चुअली मिलते हुए बहुत बहुत प्रसन्नता मैं व्यक्त करता हूं। और इस फोरम का और एक नया पड़ाव इस कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से हो रहा है। इट इज़ अ न्यू माइलस्टोन in the continuous progress of this forum, and in last 1 year, in spite of being heavily burdened with corona, the kind of spread this forum has generated not only within India but also outside India is quite commendable, and I congratulate entire MSME Startup Forum team and definitely its leader Shri Manoj ji for the same. As you will see in next presentation of Deepak ji, Invest India is a very unique kind of platform which has been created initially with Commerce Ministry, but now working as a kind of a one-stop window for the foreign investments of any kind. I have myself seen the functioning of Invest India, and you will also realize that its structure, its function is nothing less than any corporate. The professionalism which Deepak ji has brought into the entire system, that if you go to his office, you will realize that it is, you will feel that you are in the corporate office of a world-class corporate office. But not only the external infrastructure, but its functioning is also equally professional. And the credit goes to Deepak Bagla ji for his commitment, enthusiasm, and the proactiveness which is required to bring any investment in the country like India. So as much as you are waiting for his speech, I am also equally looking forward. And I am sure that his talk will give inspiration to all of us on how a system can be created, how an organization can be created and successfully run if there is a good leadership. So without spending a lot of time, I would now stop here, and like all of you, I would await Deepak ji's talk. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर विजय सर। अब हम सभी के इंतजार की घड़ी समाप्त होने वाली है। माननीय प्रबंध निदेशक एवं सीईओ इन्वेस्ट इंडिया श्री दीपक बागला जी को आमंत्रित करता हूं कि आप अपने विचारों से हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें।
शुक्रिया मनोज भाई, बहुत अच्छा लगा। और मैं आपको रियली आई वांट टू कंग्रेचुलेट यू कि इतने छोटे समय में और जबकि सब कुछ इतना बंद था, ये वायरस ने हमारी जिंदगी बिल्कुल उलट पलट कर दी थी।
सर ये आपका म्यूट हो गया सर। या
अब ठीक है, अब आवाज आ रही है?
बिल्कुल सर,
और
बिल्कुल।
फोरम इतना विस्तृत हो गया, इट इज अमेजिंग। एंड आई हैव टू से समथिंग, एंड विजय भाई, you mentioned some very good things about Invest India. The fact is, you are one of its founders. And it is a fact, मैं कहने के लिए ये नहीं कह रहा हूं. It is because of the strength and the support and the guidance which we are getting. अब आप देखिए, Invest India is just like a startup of the government of India. 2015 से. अगर 60 महीनों में एक ऐसी छोटी कंपनी is now rated as #1 in the world by the UN. For 3 years in a row, the most innovative, the best. You know, one amazing thing about this government is their ability to create world-class institutions. Manoj bhai, जैसे आपने बनाई है, या Invest India है, this has been created only because of the support of the highest officers of the country, and also because of the guidance, our mentors like Vijay bhai and everything. And everyone else, and that is how you can create these institutions. Otherwise, it was unheard of that it is rated higher than the developed world institutions. And the interesting thing is कि जो इसका budget है, it is probably less than 10% of the budget of our competition, and yet it is rated as #1 in the world. This goes complete credit to a government and the leadership in the government, which makes and provides the creation of such institutions with such freedom. Now, very quickly, Manoj bhai, let me quickly explain. I think it is the only platform in the country, I may be wrong, but I think so, where all the state governments and the government of India together are equity holders in. And then we also have the business community joining in. But यही है जहां पे हर प्रदेश और भारत सरकार इकट्ठे equity holders हैं इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे. And इसके I have 4 basic verticals. पहला है investor promotion और facilitation, जिसमें हम हर स्टेट में हमारी टीम है, हर सेक्टर के लिए हमारी टीम है, और हर कंट्री के लिए एक हमारी टीम है, स्पेशली जो बड़ी कंट्रीज हैं. एंड इसमें हम तीनों को इकट्ठा करके we provide complete and comprehensive services and facilitation. By the way, हमारी पूरी फंडिंग भारत सरकार से है, and we charge nothing for our services. I would urge everybody कि please हमारे वेबसाइट पे जाइए. It is now rated as one of the top websites of the world, and it is updated every day, जहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. तो हमारा पहला है investor promotion and facilitation. वहाँ पे हम एक कंपनी को शुरू में अपॉर्चुनिटी दिखाते हैं, उनका बिजनेस प्लान बनाने में मदद करते हैं, उनको किस स्टेट में आना है उस लोकेशन दिखवाने में, उनको सब अप्रूवल्स दिलवाने में, और आफ्टर द बिजनेस स्टार्ट्स उनको कभी भी किसी भी चीज की मदद चाहिए तो उसमें करने के लिए. सेकेंड इज स्टार्टअप इंडिया. स्टार्टअप इंडिया का पूरा एग्जीक्यूशन हमारे पास है. तीसरा है द साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी इनिशिएटिव ऑफ द ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर, जो प्रोफेसर विजय राघवन के अंडर है, हु इज द एडवाइजर टू द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. उसमें पूरा इनोवेशन, वेस्ट टू वेल्थ, और इनोवेशन को फास्ट ट्रैक करके आप सब तक लेके जाने के लिए कैसे लेके आए वो सारा है. और फोर्थ इज मॉनिटरिंग, पूरा जो इस सबका है, जो ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर डायरेक्टली अपने आप करते हैं इन सब प्रोग्राम्स का, वो सारा भी हमारे पास है. Now, very quickly, just let me share with you, Manoj bhai, since we have got 10 minutes, ki what has been our experience in investments per se. Let us look at our position before we went into COVID, which is March of 2020. पिछले साल मार्च में, India had been positioned as the largest opportunity in the free world on the planet. हमारी population 1.5 billion हो जाएगी अगले 2-3 बरस में. We'll be the largest head count in the world, the largest strategic set of heads and minds together in the world. In fact, by 2030, दुनिया की 20 से 25% workforce भारत में हो. That is the strength, and that is what we had positioned ourselves just before we went into the COVID. The second, we were the fastest growing large economy on the planet. हमारी growth 8-9% पे चल रही थी. We were the fastest growing, it was acknowledged in the world. और उसमें सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग चीज देखिए, पिछले 60 महीने में, 60 months में, India has moved ahead of Russia, Italy, Brazil, France, UK in the size of its GDP. हमारा GDP $3 trillion पे आ गया है, और जैसे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है, इसको वो 10 ट्रिलियन देखना चाहते हैं अगले 10 बरस में. मतलब $7 ट्रिलियन ऐड होने वाले होंगे सबके, जो हमारे साथ हमारे पार्टनर बनेंगे इस ग्रोथ में। सो हम सबसे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी थे और हम फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी थे, और जिसकी वजह से वी वर फास्ट सीइंग अ ग्लोबल रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कमिंग इन। और सबसे ज्यादा मैं क्या देख रहा था कि वर्चुअली एक ये मूवमेंट शुरू हो गया था, और ये मैं 3-4 साल से देख रहा था कि जो सप्लाई चेन है कंपनियों की, वो अब सप्लाई चेन पहले पूरे दुनिया में बिखर गई थी, जहां जहां उनको कुछ जहां पे आसान मिलता था वहां पे था। अब ये था कि वो सप्लाई चेन जहां पे मार्केट है उसके पास लेके आई जाए, और उसका मैंने मूवमेंट शुरू में देखना शुरू कर दिया था कि कई कंपनियां अब अपनी सप्लाई चेन भारत में लाने के प्रयत्न में थी। और जैसे ये वायरस आया है और पेंडेमिक आया है और कोविड आया है, अब मैंने देखा है कि ये जो मूवमेंट है ये अब कहीं तेजी से होने शुरू हो गया है। अब देखा जाए कि अब क्या हुआ है इस पूरे एफडीआई में, और मैं लेट मी स्पीक अबाउट एफडीआई टुडे। इवन इन द लॉकडाउन ऑफ 12 months, इस 31 मार्च को 2021 में हमारा एफडीआई था $81.7 billion. This is the highest ever FDI we've got in our history. And let me tell you more important thing, इस समय में हमारे को एफडीआई मिला है। पिछले साल जो पूरा दुनिया का एफडीआई है, जो अबाउट 1.5 ट्रिलियन होता था, वो 1 ट्रिलियन से कम हो गया था। मतलब ग्लोबल एफडीआई fell by 35%. This is the lowest ever global FDI in the past 15 years. And yet India was only one of the few 1 or 2 countries in the world which increased its FDI share. My FDI last year, if you remember, was about 74 billion. And from 74 billion, we've increased it to 81.7 billion, over 10%, when the entire global FDI fell down by 35%. आपका देश ऐसा था जहां पे पूरी दुनिया ने अपना पैसा डालना ज्यादा किया। And investment is about opportunity, but a bigger thing than opportunity is investment is about trust. इस पूरी दुनिया ने आप पर अपना भरोसा रखा, इस सरकार की नीतियों पे, इस अपॉर्चुनिटी जो क्रिएट हुई है उस पर। एंड लेट मी गिव यू सम मोर डेटा ऑन दैट वन। 89 countries of the world put their FDI in India last year. 89 countries, the highest ever. मतलब मेरे पास नए देश जैसे कोलंबिया, समोआ, कीनिया, यूक्रेन, इन सब ने भी अब भारत पर भरोसा करना शुरू कर दिया है, और उनको, and they have invested in it. And the other interesting thing, this investment came across 63 sectors. 63 sectors. पिछले 60 महीने में सरकार ने क्या किया है कि भारत में अब अपॉर्चुनिटी बेस बढ़ा दिया है। हर सेक्टर का जहां पे अपॉर्चुनिटी हो सकता था, नीतियों के साथ, प्रयत्न के साथ और साझेदारी के साथ विद ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर्स, उन अपॉर्चुनिटीज को अब ऐसा बना दिया है कि दुनिया उनमें ट्रस्ट कर रही है और उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट करना स्टार्ट हो गया है। ये एक नया मूवमेंट शुरू हो गया है। And let me tell you the third leg of this investment. This investment this year has come across 29 states and union territories. अगर मैं 5 साल पहले आपके साथ ये बात कर रहा होता तो कम से कम कोई अब 10-12 स्टेट्स होती हैं, जिसमें से 4-5 हैं जो सबसे ज्यादा ले गए। अब ये मूवमेंट है भारत में जो हर स्टेट के थ्रू चला गया है। And my belief in that one is that one of the biggest momentums which has been created in this government and by this government has been by the Prime Minister when he started ranking the state governments on their ease of doing business. You know, the national ease of doing business has been a focal objective of the Honorable Prime Minister, where he said, I will take it to the top 50. Even the World Bank has said that this jump in India has been unprecedented. From 142, 143, you have moved to the 60s in a short period of 48 to 60 months. But the same movement which has been created in the states, now every state is vying to make themselves better, to create the opportunities better, to get that investment, not just from India, but from every other place in the world. This is a very important thing which has happened. And let me tell you, all this has happened even when we have been through the worst lockdown in our history. This pandemic has been brutal. The first wave was difficult. The second wave was more difficult. But just think about how would we have been able to fare if we did not have that huge digitization program, which was introduced by this government a few years ago, and the entire startup program, which was introduced by this government a few months ago. हमारे स्टार्टअप थे जिन्होंने अपने बिजनेसेस बदले, हमारे एमएसएमई थे. मैं तो हमेशा कहता हूं, भारत का दिल है एमएसएमई. एमएसएमई ही है जो भारत की इंजन ऑफ ग्रोथ है गोइंग फॉरवर्ड एज वी मूव आउट ऑफ दिस कोविड. 30% मेरा जीडीपी का अभी भी एमएसएमई से आता है. वो 6 करोड़ एमएसएमई जो हमारा इंजन प्रोपेल कर रहे हैं और वही हैं जो यहां से बाहर निकलेंगी. उनका फ्रूगल इनोवेशन, their ability to change their business model. आपको याद है पिछले मार्च, इस मार्च नहीं, पिछले मार्च ना हमारे पास पीपीई था, ना हमारे पास मास्क था. 3 महीने में हमारे एमएसएमईज ने अपने बिजनेसेस बदले, नई टेक्नोलॉजी लाए, अपने आप नई टेक्नोलॉजी की और इनोवेशन किया, और अब इतने पीपीईज क्रिएट कर दिए जुलाई तक कि केवल हमारे लिए काफी नहीं थे, पर हम एक्सपोर्ट करने लगे. Our ventilators, our PPEs, our masks, not just across India, but across the world. This is the strength of our MSMEs. And to my mind, as we move out of this virus, the biggest thing on which we will ride on the growth potential is going to be by that huge digitization program which was unleashed by the Prime Minister and the entire startup movement of India, where every startup today and every MSME today is recognized for their innovation. Let me tell you another amazing story of India. Never before in human history did you have a new movement of startups. और कब शुरू किया था? जब प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये जनवरी 2016 में लॉन्च किया था. कितने 50 या 60 महीने हुए? In 60 months, India today is number 3 in the world in number of unicorns, number 2 in the world in number of startups, and number 1 in the world with new startups adding every day. That is the rate at which my entire startup and MSME sector is growing. And they are bringing solutions which are one of the most scalable and very easily executable solutions in the world. This is the change which India is bringing, and it is doing it at a very, very fast pace. और मनोज जी, आपने तो बताया ही कि MSMEs के लिए क्या-क्या हुआ है. From financing to bringing technology to bringing some everything else to upgrading the infrastructure where they are working. हमारे इंडस्ट्रियल पार्क्स पे इतना काम हो रहा है, उनको हम अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं कि प्लग एंड प्ले मॉडल बन जाए. बट लेट मी गिव यू 3 इंटरेस्टिंग स्टडीज डन इन ब्रैडस्ट्रीट, एक दुनिया की वन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स बेटर कंसल्टिंग फर्म्स. उनकी एक स्टडी थी ऑन MSMEs. 82% of the MSMEs said that they had digitized their businesses, and because of digitization their cost had reduced by 54%, and 51% said their competitiveness went up. एक क्रिसिल ने सर्वे किया इसी समय, और उसमें यह था कि हमारे 29% of the MSMEs have started using the digital platforms for marketing, or micro enterprises, 47% of them during COVID have adopted that. कितनी फास्ट एडॉप्शन हो रही है इस सब हमारे डिजिटाइजेशन की एंड न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी. और तीसरी स्टडी जो मैं आपको बताना चाहता था वो HP ने की थी, ह्यूलेट पैकेट ने, अगेन ऑफ MSMEs एंड SMEs. उन्होंने ये पूछा कि जैसे आप लोग इस कोविड से निकलेंगे तो इनमें से आप में से कितने हैं जो स्ट्रांग हो जाएंगे और सर्वाइव कर पाएंगे. पूरे एशिया के SMEs ने 60% ऑफ द SMEs ऑफ एशिया सेड कि दे विल बी एबल टू सर्वाइव दिस. भारत का क्या नंबर था? 73%, ahead of Asia and one of the highest in the world. And 61% of these SMEs in India said that not only will they survive, they will do much better as they move out of this COVID. This is the strength of New India. आज मेरे से 730 और districts of India, उनमें से 600 में एक registered startup है. The engine of growth of India has moved beyond the 10-12 metros and has moved to the small towns and cities of India. Just the other day, I was on a global platform with a 19-year-old boy रोहित कश्यप फ्रॉम सीतमहारी इन बिहार. और जब उसने अपनी एजुकेशन खत्म की, उसने कोई सरकारी नौकरी के लिए नहीं ढूंढी, कहीं बाहर विदेश जाने की कोशिश नहीं की, और कहीं ये नहीं किया कि वो कहीं और जाके करना चाहता था और किसी बड़ी कंपनी में करना चाहता था. उसका पूरा प्रयत्न सिर्फ ये था कि वो ये, एक मिनट, जस्ट 1 मिनट प्लीज. सॉरी, यहां पे बिजली का कनेक्शन चला गया था. उसने एक स्टार्टअप शुरू किया सीतमहारी में, और वो स्टार्टअप अपने शहर के पास और अपने गांव के पास जितने भी लोग हैं उनके स्टार्टअप्स की मदद करता है. He has already raised 30 crores for these startups, and they are bringing in solutions like getting cleaner water to drink, sanitation, waste to wealth, marketing of agricultural products. This is how fast India is changing. And let me give you one more example how fast India is changing and why my MSMEs and my startups are becoming world leaders. This entire digitization program and the entire Jan Dhan Yojana program of the Prime Minister. Usse kya hua hai? Today, I have 1 billion people attached to a bank account, 1 billion people with a unique identity number, 1 billion people with a mobile phone, and now we have 700 million people on the net. Every second, 3 new people are joining the net, 2 of them from a village in India. In the next 2 years, we will have 1 billion people on the net. एक क्लिक से आप 1 बिलियन लोगों की मार्केट पे पहुंच सकते हैं. पहली बारी, for the first time in human economic history, a brand new company in India got 100 million new customers in 180 days. 100 million new customers in 180 days. तो केवल वो अपॉर्चुनिटी बड़ी नहीं है जो सबसे बड़ी है इन द फ्री वर्ल्ड, अब उस मार्केट को एक्सेस करना भी आसान बना दिया है सरकार और आप सबके साथ मिलकर. सो नाउ इट इज इजी. तो जब वी आर नाउ नंबर 3 इन द वर्ल्ड इन नंबर ऑफ यूनिकॉर्न्स, आप सबने देखा कि हमारी फूड डिलीवरी ऐप जोमेटो का एक अनप्रेसिडेंटेड आईपीओ हुआ है. वो इतना जल्दी कैसे ग्रो कर पाए? इस सब डिजिटाइजेशन वेव पे. और मैंने आपको एक चीज और बोली थी कि बाय 2030, सॉरी मनोज जी, आई नो आई एम क्रॉसिंग माय टाइम, कैन आई जस्ट टेक 5 more minutes?
Sure sir, sure.
With your permission.
Yes sir, yes sir.
मैंने बताया था कि by 2030 25% of the world's or 20% of the world's workforce will be in India. Don't forget, we will be the largest market with 1.5 billion, but not just the largest. We will be the youngest market in the world for the next 80 years. The average age of an Indian will be 29 years. इसका क्या फायदा है? आप सबकी वजह से. It is not just creation of new innovation. It is a country and a society which is willing to adapt to that new innovation and adopt to that new innovation in the fastest. Tabhi the highest digital transactions in the world have happened in India. You know, मैं आपको एक चीज और बताऊं how fast we are changing. 48 महीने पहले, और आप सब ये मेरे से बात मानेंगे कि अब data is the new engine of growth. पहले oil होता था, अब नई बरस में जो new economy we are going in, data will be the new engine of growth. 48 months ago, India's global ranking in data consumption, per capita data consumption, मतलब आप और मैं, हर हमारी, was about 122, 123 in the world. Early this year, our ranking was number 1 in the world. India consumed more per capita data than the US and China put together. This is how fast India is changing. And this is how fast we are creating businesses, and we will now be creating businesses which are world class. I know I've spoken too much, but मैं एक चीज जरूर बताना चाहता था कि जब ये सारा पेंडेमिक अभी भी चल रहा है, उसमें सरकार ने quietly has done unprecedented groundwork in creating solutions and making that investor journey easy. एक तो नए इंसेंटिव स्कीम्स जो हमने अभी प्रोडक्शन लिंक्ड इंसेंटिव स्कीम्स किए हैं. द एंटायर वर्ल्ड हैज गिवन अस एन अमेजिंग रिस्पॉन्स टू दैट. जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाली है और जो फार्मास्यूटिकल वाली है, एवरी ग्लोबल मेजर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इज अप्लाइड. एवरी ग्लोबल मेजर. मेरी अपनी बुक में Today, my team is handling 780 odd global corporates, जिनका indicated investment है $161 billion. मतलब ये उनके प्लान हवा में नहीं है. हर का एक हमारा डेडिकेटेड रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर उनके साथ काम कर रहा है. उनके एग्जैक्ट प्लान्स हैं जहां पे वो इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं और दे आर एट डिफरेंट स्टेजेस. उनमें से 32 बिलियन ऑलरेडी आ चुका है और ये अभी कहानी शुरू हुई. So Manoj, with that, let me take it back to you. The story of India has just begun. And the India of tomorrow is all set to be what Prime Minister Modi has given to us, the target of $10 trillion. And in that $10 trillion, the biggest role will be played by the strength of India, which is its MSMEs. मैं हमेशा कहता आया हूं, भारत का दिल है ये. Back to you, Manoj ji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a insightful speech on Invest India. We will go to the next phase of program. There are several people lined up from across the globe who want to interact with you, question you. But first and foremost, I have a question for you. We call ourselves Invest India, and you spoke about how many people are, or companies or from different countries are coming in to invest in India. But I would like to know, and I'm sure our viewers would also like to know, who are the people or the organization who are getting the investment? And if, second part of the question is if I'm looking at some investment, how can I approach you? So these two questions.
मनोज भाई, ये जितनी भी कंपनीज की मैं बात कर रहा था, ये मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज हैं. ये अपना प्लांट लगाना चाहती हैं या किसी के साथ पार्टनरशिप कर रही हैं. तो चाहे सैमसंग है जो मोबाइल बनाना चाहता है, या वेस्टास है जो वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट विंड पावर कंपनी, जो ब्लेड होता है ना, वो जो विंड मिल का, वो जो विंड पावर का, तो उनका जो विंड पावर का ब्लेड बनाना था, उस ब्लेड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट, तो मतलब बड़ी से लेके छोटी तक, या प्यूजो जो गाड़ी बनाना चाहती है, या किया मोटर्स टू मेक वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एफिशिएंट प्लांट्स इन इंडिया. By the way, one of the most efficient plants of Hyundai in the world is in India. And when Samsung was scouting, so please remember in 2010, Samsung was going to put up its first large mobile factory, and they went around the world, and they came to India also, and they chose Vietnam after that. Well, 2 years later, I mean now in 2016, 2017-18, when they wanted to put up another largest plant in India, in the world, when they were again scouting around, this time they decided on India. And that plant is now operational, and that plant is near Delhi in Noida. So one, you can approach us any which way. Our website is there. You will get a response. I have a global record of my response within 72 hours. By the way, we are trying to take it to 24 hours. You will have a dedicated person working with you to understand your business plan, to work with you, which is the state, which is the location where it should be best. By the way, what Invest India is doing now, we are creating your entire journey on the digital framework. We have just done a soft launch of a single window, and the soft launch is on, the testing is on. You will start seeing it in the next 3 to 4 weeks. आप उस एक सिंगल पोर्टल पे आएंगे, आप उससे 3-4 आपसे सवाल पूछे जाएंगे कि आपका क्या इंडस्ट्री है, आप क्या करना चाहते हैं, एक एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म बन जाएगी. आप वो भरेंगे, that will get you all approvals from the central government and the state governments in one application form, and you will know what is the status of your applications. At the same point of time, you will have a relationship manager from Invest India who will be working with you right through to get you, helping you with anything else which you want, to landing your business, and even after your business is on, to handhold you, to help you see how to make that business profitable and not just viable. And here I must tell you one more thing. It is very interesting, जो हमने अभी जो incentive schemes सरकार ने introduce की हैं पिछले 6 महीने में, they have been globally acknowledged. You see, the mindset has changed from making your business viable to making your business profitable. ये जो 25-26 बिलियन डॉलर के incentives दिए जा रहे हैं इन sectors में, और आप जाएंगे हमारी वेबसाइट पे, आपको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा, सब details इन पे. In the next 5 to 10 years, they will lead to production of over $500 to $550 billion. These incentives have been created after listening to the industry. कि अगर आप हमें ये देंगे, we will be globally competitive. So the idea is to make these as globally competitive manufacturing hub for India. The second thing what we are doing, Manoj, is we are now working on industrial parks. हम उन industrial, by the way, you will go on our website, उसमें भी आपको industrial parks में मिल जाएंगे, उनकी rating हमने शुरू की है. और तीसरी चीज आपको ये भी मिल जाएगा क्लिक करने के बाद कि where is a plot available where you can go and start your business. So that is very interesting, and we are expanding that further. And when you click on the plot, you will be able to see what are the dimensions, what are the other areas around it, वहाँ पे क्या-क्या facilities अभी मिल रही हैं, क्या-क्या और आने वाली हैं. So the entire journey will be done on the digital framework by sitting in your own office in a click. And the last I must tell you, अब हम हमारे वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे तो आपको वो भी मिलेगा, एक इंडिया इन्वेस्टमेंट ग्रिड है. उसपे we today have over 10,000 projects which are looking for debt or equity or a partner. आप उसपे जाके क्लिक करेंगे हर प्रोजेक्ट पे, you will get to know what it is, and you can directly get in touch with the promoter and start working with them to do a partnership. You can decide between the two of you what you want, how you want to do it. It is like when you go to a restaurant, you have a menu of options what you can order. Even that is all digitized. So thank you, Manoj. Back to you. I hope I have answered that question.
So that was a very clear understanding, and I suggest and advise our all viewers that if you are looking for investment technology partnership, you should visit the website of Invest India and get yourself registered there. As Mr. Bagla just said, that from there, people looking to invest in India can locate you. Even Invest India team will help you by getting in investors if you register on the Invest India website. So thank you, Mr. Bagla. We now move to the next phase, and I'll be inviting 10 people. Before that, I again request that I'll call you the name. Please unmute yourself, give your small introduction, put your question, and Mr. Bagla will answer. And please be very brief. I would request the people who will be going to question. So first and foremost, I invite Shri Navneet Kethi Reddy from Australia. Shri Navneet Kethi Reddy.
Namaskar. Good evening, Deepak ji, Vijay ji, and Manoj ji. आज गुरु पूर्णिमा के दिवस के दिन आप सब, मैं आपको गुरु मानता हूँ, और आगे से ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जो भी अभी चैप्टर बनने जाने वाला है उसमें हमारा we would like to contribute our work towards Bharat. The story of India has just begun, but we want to begin the story of Australia with India ties. Our generation is the first generation. We came here very early on, and this is the time that we contribute to our Mahabharat. Thank you, Manoj ji, for giving us the opportunity. But not taking much time further, we have Indian diaspora in Australia is growing. It's a younger generation as well here who is growing. So we have a strong confidence in government of India. So we just would like to ask you to shed some light on us. Which part of India would attract more government support? If you read about Australia, what advice would you like to give us? Which industry or sector would be a suggested priority, such as food processing or pharmaceuticals or exports? So we need government to tell what is the shortage of supply, or which part of India or industry is considered boosting. So thank you, Deepak ji, in advance. Thanks.
Thank you, Avnish. Such a pleasure. And I must congratulate you and our entire family in Australia. Thank you for being such good ambassadors of us. And I must tell you, we have a special team with Australia. And there's a lot happening now in the Australia-India corridor. Number of sectors, in fact, those number of sectors are now about 23 or 24, where we are seeing a large interest coming in from Australia. You asked me about which are the sectors and which are the states. I told you FDI is today coming to virtually every part of India. And the unique thing about India is that each and every state of India has some uniqueness where it has a USP for a certain sector. So once you have decided on what sector it is, that is the time we should do a location search with you on where it will be best. The second, and by the way, you're getting amazing response from the state governments. In fact, some state governments have already introduced that if you're an MSME, you do not need any approval to start your business. You just start your business on day one and you can keep getting your approvals over the next 36, 48 months. And they're designated land parcels also. On the sectors, you know, as I mentioned, I'll be 1.5 billion by 2025-26. 90% of this 1.5 billion will be in the middle class by 2040. Just think how much we require of everything. Be it physical infrastructure, where the Prime Minister is upgrading, creating smart cities of 100 plus smart cities. There's a BCG report which says that every Indian born now will spend about $245,000 in his or her lifetime. अब ये शुरू हुआ है 245,000-250,000. Multiply that by 1.5 billion. Just see that number. It is a staggering opportunity. I think it is completely unmatched in the free world within one national boundary. So whatever you are looking at, be it a small nut, be it a small electric bulb, to a car, to a food product, to creating potato chips, we require and we have a demand for everything. And the interesting thing is, the local demand is big enough to make your business competitive, to make your business viable and profitable. And the scale is such that it will make you even globally competitive because of the local scale available. And that is where I'm seeing all these large companies, which I mentioned to you, who are looking to move to India. That is how they're looking at India. They get the scale here because of the local market, and then they get the competitiveness to export it and create it as an export hub. So Avnishji, please come and join us. Please bring the entire family. And I must thank you all for the tremendous support you gave to all of us during such a brutal time of this virus, which we had a few months ago. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have a person from the United States. He's a panelist of NASA, Department of Defense, Mr. Mithun Banerjee from Washington, D.C. Kindly unmute yourself and please have a dialogue.
Thank you very much. And good morning from Washington, D.C. and good evening to India. And first of all, let me congratulate the host for doing a wonderful event, Dr. Shah and your team. And warm welcome to Mr. Vijayji and Mr. Deepakji. So Dr. Shah already told, I've been a panelist for NASA, DOD, NSF, National Science Foundation, National Science Board, and also worked in Microsoft, Oracle, US Department of Veteran Affairs. And also I was very fortunate to have the proclamation from President Obama 2015 in White House RP event. And currently involved in charitable organization and founder, chairman, and general secretary of Worldwide Ramakrishna Mission Alumni Association, which was inaugurated by Honorable President of India at Rashtrapati Bhavan on June 15, 2017. So we also inaugurated a platform to bring all the NGOs together in West Bengal, where honorable guest was chief guest was the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, along with the First Lady of West Bengal. And special guest was the United States Consulate General of Kolkata, Patty Hoffman. The event was hosted with the partnership of ICCI Ministry of External Affairs. The theme of the platform is working together for a better tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to work with the platform here. And also I'll be contacting Deepakji. So my question, for very short and sweet. I see the Director General of Confederation of Indian Industries, CII, is the Board of Directors of Invest India. So how CII is involved in promoting Invest India? Thank you, sir.
Mithulji, first, it's an honor to be in your presence. You make us all so proud and you make us hold our head high. Thank you very much. It is truly a privilege. And I must say, Washington is one of my favorite cities with some of the best memories in my life. That's where I studied for a long while, and it's a great place to be. But
We may welcome you. Please come back. We'll be
Bilkul
happy
aaye. It will be a pleasure. But it is, so good when we hear from people like you. And the good thing is how you're bringing it back to the family in India. All the support which you're providing. See, it's interesting you asked me about CII. So we've got CII, we've got FICCI, we've got NASSCOM. And my work is to support each one of them and make them stronger. And each one of you, my work, I'm your back office for each one of you who are with us here. You are our ambassadors. You tell us the way you want to support from us. We are there to support you. So our work is to help each one of you and to strengthen your efforts for the country. And that is both for global businesses, and I saw a question which had come up on my screen, also for local businesses. And by the way, for our entire global family, the NRIs, the PIOs, the OCIs, we've got a special team, which started about 2.5 years ago. It was with the Ministry of External Affairs first, and now it's come to us. Again, on our website, you will find a separate microsite for that. Any query, anything, please reach out to us. And yes, we work closely with all business bodies in India, not just 3, but any, and globally. So you would be happy to know that India has been elected with the highest votes in a leading position of the World Association of Investment Promotion Agencies, which is over 100 countries. And we are now being looked at where we are helping set up the investment promotion agencies of other countries, which were far ahead of us in development. And today we are setting it up. In fact, the World Bank has created a case study just 3 weeks ago on Invest India, on how the success of Invest India and how a government has created a world-class institution in such a short period of time. And this is now being shared across governments across the world, that how they can learn from this and do it themselves. So thank you, Mithlir, but we're really looking forward to working with you and your guidance to take it forward, and much to do. बहुत कुछ है करने.
I'll be looking forward working with you, sir. And we also provided free doctor's consultation from April 28, 2021 because of COVID too. So we've got teams of doctors from US helping people in India.
Very nice.
Work together. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, since you have already partnered with CII and many other organizations, ये topic हो रहा है, I also propose, will be also honored if you give us an opportunity and we also partner with you as MSME and Startups Forum.
मनोज भाई, आप हमारे परिवार के हैं. क्या बात कर रहे हैं? It will be a privilege and a pleasure.
Thank you. So next I invite Shri Pranav Agarwal from Sydney, Australia. Mr. Pranav Agarwal.
Namaskar and good evening to all the eminent panelists. And sir, thank you very much, Deepak sir. Hearing you is energetic. It's energizing. And you make us miss India, but so great and so excited to see the agenda of the Honorable Prime Minister, that maximum governance, minimum government come to fruition through leadership of people like you. I'll keep it short and sweet, sir. My question is, for MSMEs to be successful in India, they need to be having scale. They need to produce world-class products. In the Western world, often, I'm in Sydney based, and I've been here for a while, 15 years I lived in America. Many of the products and many of the MSMEs tie up with universities. I'm keen to get your thoughts on how do we engage the universities here with MSMEs in India, and also with the universities in India. How do we create that bridge? And if you have any thoughts or experiences on that.
Good to hear from you, Pranav. I know it's late in the evening and you're still keeping time for us. Thank you. You are very important. And it's a very interesting point you raised. This is one of the focal points of the Prime Minister. Why is it that our startup system got up so quickly and got successful? It's all about joining the dots. And this is exactly what we are doing, what you've just asked in Invest India. And when you go on my website, please go on the program called AGNI, AGNII, Accelerated Growth of New India Innovation. It is under the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister. What we are doing there is we are picking up startups, we are picking up innovations, and we are fast tracking them to commercialization. So I'll give you a small example. We were very short on ventilators in India. We had young innovators and startups who had some technology, but they didn't know how to get the scale. So here we got them in this entire lockdown. This was last year. The team was running around, got them and connected them, let's say, to a big automaker like Maruti or to Tatas and Mahindras. And together they quickly made these ventilators for the first time, which were global class. Similarly, what we are doing, we are tied up. So my startup bridge has bridges with 11 countries already across the globe. There's a challenge going on. You can run a challenge on that, and you will have 11 countries and their startups and innovators giving solutions for it. We have connections across the globe with educational institutions, academia. If there are any ones you suggest, more than happy to partner with them and create the entire objective here there is, and this is what the Prime Minister said, create a global open platform where anyone with a solution can put that solution, and anyone with a problem can put their problem and they can match out themselves. And this is already started. You go to my startup hub, it's the world's largest startup hub. So we have global companies like Ubers of the world running challenges on them, digital, even Indian challenges, even on governance. The Prime Minister ran a challenge on that, on ease of doing business, on how we can get a new policy structure created or something, new ease of business. So it's each and everything. This country is going through an unprecedented transformation tonight. Come back. It is unbelievable. You know, I've always said it's a circle of life. There comes once a point in our life as an individual or as a society or as a nation. Today, we in India are experiencing that transformation. It's unprecedented, both in terms of the pace and the scale at which it is happening.
Right, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for that answer.
Next, I invite Shri Raken Marimuthu from Malaysia.
Namaste to all the dignitaries in this forum. And I want to express my greatest happiness in listening to Deepak ji. The exuberance of your passion in promoting India, it's unbelievable. Thank you very much, sir. You have motivated not only me, but the 2,000 members that we have in our association, a business association for which I am the Secretary General. And you can call me Dr. Rakan. At this juncture, I want to thank Dr. Pardeep ji and Vyom for connecting us with this forum. We are very happy. Deepak ji, the question that I want to ask you is, we are excited with the 63 sectors that you mentioned just now. And it is awesome to hear that you have 10,000 potential partners waiting for international collaboration. It's amazing. And we will disseminate this information to all our Malaysian businessmen as soon as possible, especially at a time when we Indians in Malaysia are looking towards India as the only option for us for various reasons. And this invest in India is the best thing that we can hear at this moment. The question to Deepak ji is, please advise us, do we communicate with you directly through Delhi, or do we go to the state, or do we go to the local embassy to accelerate the process of moving forward? Thank you very much, Deepak ji, and thank you very much for the opportunity given. Sure, we will do very well. Thank you.
Dr. Rakanji, it is such a pleasure hearing you. And yes, you should be in India. And you know, for all of you, we are looking forward to seeing how we can work with you. Please don't have to worry. Just get in touch with the team. They will work across all state governments, all departments. They will help you in this entire process. You see, all the state governments are already stakeholders here. All departments of the government of India are already stakeholders here. तो आपको, you don't have, that was the objective when Prime Minister created this entity. He said, if you remember, he said, I want to make red tape into red carpet. Invest India, Dr. Rakan, is your red carpet. So please join hands, just send us that message, and you will have somebody working with you right through for everything which you require.
So just make a mention about the role of our local embassies in this endeavor.
We work very closely with the embassies. So every mission is connected to us. We support each and every mission of India. In fact, on a daily basis, on a real-time basis, they are connected with us. We have an internal thing called Nalanda. So every time you will meet me or you will meet them with an investment opportunity, they will input it on Nalanda or I will. And then everybody who's responsible for your project in the state, departments, they will all be seeing it on real time because there will be a relationship manager from me who will be working. In fact, we are working with a number of Malaysian companies, and a large number of them, have invested quite interestingly in our infrastructure and are looking to do more of that. So we are working with them and we are helping them around already. So we are all connected. What Invest India has done is joined all the dots, and we are the center point to make it all happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. So as all good airlines company, we also like to take off our program on time and also end the program on time. We are now, I can see that we are running out of time. That's why I request all the other guests to be brief and to the point. So with that, I invite Shri Bharat Kapoor from UAE.
Namaste, Shah Sahib, Vijay ji, Deepak ji. I am a UAE-based businessman. I have my construction company here. और अभी मैं प्रतिनिधित्व करता हूँ
Bharat ji, we lost your voice. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
लार्जेस्ट इंडियन कम्युनिटी का जो इस देश बिजनेसमैन से लेकर एक Am I audible?
No, not very clear.
Am I audible now?
The voice is crackling.
Yes, we can hear you. Namaste, Shah Sahib.
Yeah, that's better.
Deepak ji.
Yeah.
I am UAE based businessman. My name is Bharat Kapoor. मैं यहाँ प्रतिनिधित्व करता हूँ यूएई में टॉप बिजनेसमैन से लेकर एक छोटे लेबर तक, और यहाँ से एफडीआई में दुबई बहुत बड़ा पार्टिसिपेशन इंडिया को अदा करता है. एंड इट्स रियली वेरी नाइस, इट्स रियली मेकिंग मी फील वेरी नाइस टू बी कनेक्टेड with Invest India and all of you. Thank you very much. I am also very thankful to Achla ji and Anar ji to give me a chance to be connected with you. और सबसे ज्यादा जो मुझे आज अच्छी बात लगी है दीपक जी, वो ये कि आप इंडिया में ऐसे यंगस्टर्स को मौका दे रहे हैं, ऐसे स्टार्टअप्स को मौका दे रहे हैं जो अब जॉब नहीं देखना चाहते, जो एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना चाहते हैं और दूसरों को जॉब देना चाहते हैं. All the best wishes to you. मेरा सवाल ये है that हमने कुछ इंडियन स्टार्टअप्स में ग्रीन एनर्जी में एयर वाटर जनरेशन जैसे स्टार्टअप्स में हमने इन्वेस्ट किया है, एंड उनका जो प्रोडक्ट है वो प्रोडक्ट यहाँ इंटरनेशनल मार्केट को फेस कर सके, इसके लिए एक्सपोर्ट ड्यूटी इंसेंटिव्स में आप क्या सजेस्ट करते हैं और क्या एक्स्ट्रा इंसेंटिव्स दे रहे हैं ऐसे स्टार्टअप्स को? सेकेंडली, is there any incentive or tax benefit for NRI investors, and are you doing something for the security of the investors that they are doing investments? Thank you very much.
So good to hear from you, Bharat. And I must tell you, this is the Prime Minister's vision of moving job seekers to job creators, and that's how startups started, and that's where we are today. On your specific questions, there are a large number of incentives, both for setting up business in India and more so for startups, from starting from financing. We have a startup fund providing both equity and debt to multiple across. There's also preferential market access given to government purchasing on that one. And also, several from infrastructure to everything. And the state governments and the central government and the sectoral ministries are giving a lot of incentives. That's why you're seeing the success. On the export side, the Prime Minister has clearly said that we are looking at India becoming a manufacturing hub for the world. And the objective is to make our products as competitive so that they reach across the world and have that acceptance. And there is significant number of both fiscal, monetary, and other incentives which are provided. And if you have a specific case, please do send it to us. Our team will work with your team here and try and see whatever is available here to see and bring it across to them to make their businesses more and more profitable, and also to help them access global markets. More than happy to do that on a specific basis.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Mr. Bagla, sir, you had advised that you have to go somewhere at 7:45. It's already 7:45, but I've got 5 more people lined up as you permit.
Can we quickly go through that? Let's spend.
Okay, so I request, I don't want any of our guests to miss out this opportunity. So again, I request the guests, I'll be taking names. Please be very fast and we'll quickly finish off each and every one. We want visibility for each one of you. Mr. Ashish Garde from Aurangabad, Maharashtra.
Good evening, Deepak ji. Good evening, Manoj ji. Good evening, Vijay ji. I am Ashish Garde from Aurangabad, the heritage place near Ajanta and Ellora. I am the past president of Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture, CMIA, which is the apex body of industries, which has established 4 public-private partnership projects worth 100 crore in Aurangabad. Aurangabad has DMIC, Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor node at Shendra and Bidkin. We have Auric City, which is the smart city coming up very fast. State-of-the-art infrastructure is ready. And for last almost 10 years, this work is in progress. You mentioned about attracting investment in India, and so many companies already lined up. My question is, what specific initiatives Invest India is taking to attract investment at Shendra Bidkin DMIC node and Auric City? And my other point is, you are promoting investment and the fantastic work which you have done and you are encouraging in other countries. My humble suggestion is, Invest India can partner with regional industries association like Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture for attracting investment in that specific region and accelerate the whole process. We are here to help. All the help can be provided at local level. I am also the founder director of Marathwada Accelerator for Growth and Incubation Council, which is a incubator and SME accelerator established by the chamber, and it is one of its only kind in India. Like, we are the first one as an industry association to take this initiative and support startups. So we wish to work very closely with Invest India team and help attract investment at Aurangabad.
ये हमारा सौभाग्य होगा. We will love to work with you. In fact, we are working with as many number of stakeholders as we can. और हर स्टेट में जो स्टेट इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन है उनके साथ तो हम रोज ही काम चलता है. और बाय द वे, जितने भी हमारे दिल्ली मुंबई इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर के नोड्स हैं, उनके लिए तो बहुत मार्केटिंग एफर्ट, डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच एरिया इट इज, इंक्लूडिंग औरंगाबाद वाले जो हमारे 2 नोड्स वहां पे हैं, उनकी पूरी इंडस्ट्रियल जोन के लिए मार्केटिंग एफर्ट्स चालू हैं, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम फूड प्रोसेसिंग टू मल्टीपल अदर सेक्टर्स, जैसे आपने पूछा था. सब कुछ वहां पे बहुत एक्टिविटी we are expecting, and we are seeing some interest which is developing soon. And these nodes are also coming up, and because these are coming up with a lot of modern infrastructure facilities which are coming up, we are seeing very interesting response from the global investor and also the local investor on this one. तो जब भी हम कुछ कर सकें आपकी मदद, प्लीज हमें बताइएगा. It'll be a pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
दीपक सर, मैं एक ही मिनट खाली आपका लूंगा. If you can analyze the opportunities lost for Aurangabad, like there were so many investors who came to Aurangabad but went to other destinations. So you need to investigate this matter. Why investment is not coming to Aurangabad in last 10 years? In spite of having all the infrastructure, everything.
Very interesting, Mike. So we will definitely look into this one. It's a very interesting study to undertake. We will do that, Ashish.
And Vijay ji has a special connection with Aurangabad, so I request Vijay ji to look into this matter.
Sir, I guess we should go to the next question because the time is short.
Sure.
So,
CA Vishal Kulkarni ji from Vadodara, Gujarat.
Good evening, sir, to one and all. My high respect to Manoj ji for giving this opportunity, and I will come straight to the question, sir. Good evening, Deepak ji. I am a practicing chartered accountant based from a small town in Vadodara from Gujarat. We basically encourage and try to add value to the small MSMEs based in and around Gujarat and Maharashtra by providing them financial advisory service and providing them a lot of connecting them to a lot of government initiatives and incentives as encouraged by central and state government. So my question is, sir, there are a lot of our clients as well as we have fellow friends who are looking to know ki, a platform like Invest India, how can they try to help and connect the referrals or leads for the other small ancillary units. So how can they access the database of large corporates or companies coming to Gujarat or Maharashtra, and how they can seek business opportunities from them? So if you can help, sir, because we believe that today's MSMEs are tomorrow's MNCs. So definitely we try to add value to MSMEs. Thank you, sir. That was my question.
Absolutely correct, Vishal. ये तो बिल्कुल सही तुमने बोला है. These are the, as I have said, भारत का दिल है ये. So one, have you seen the Champions portal of MSME? It is a very good Champions portal एक है MSME ministry का.
Okay.
Very good data. Excellent data. Okay.
Okay.
And there is also very good data with 2 or 3 of the other rating agencies on MSMEs.
Okay.
And there you can even get the ratings of each MSME. Okay. You know, ratings is very critical for MSMEs. जो भी हमारे MSMEs आ रहे हैं, और विशाल, please, you know it better than anyone else. उनको वो rating जरूर दिला. उस rating से क्या फायदा हो रहा है? We are being able to get them easier access to global markets. जब कोई purchaser बाहर का है, वो हमेशा पूछता है कि आपका DB rating क्या है या वो rating. और दूसरा, इस rating से they will also get easier access to financing.
Okay.
Cheaper rate. So please take that on and just look at that Champions portal. Excellent.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for answering.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Mr. Madhu Yala from California, USA.
Namaskar Vijay ji, Namaskar Bagla ji and Manoj ji. It's a great honor, Bagla ji and Vijay ji, to talk to you directly like this. And I would like to thank Manoj ji for giving this opportunity. It's a great initiative, Manoj ji. Thank you for initiating such a great, initiative. With this, I directly want to come to my question. Like, see, I just want to see, like, does Invest India forum helps investors providing advisory support for structural or procedural and regulatory requirements for international investors? If yes, please throw some light what kind of support you provide and whether they are like chargeable, free, or they have any concessional fee. So it will help the international investors to feel free and invest.
Madhu, everything is free.
Thank you in advance.
All our services are free. There's nothing. And you will have those detailed services on the net also on our website. By the way, as per the UNCTAD and every other agency, we have the most comprehensive handholding services. We do everything. Matlab, help you with your business plan, show you what are the approvals required, help you get those approvals, show you where the land should be, which is the location, help you get that land, help you get your business started. Sab kuch.
That's great.
Entire handholding from the moment you have thought of a business to the time your commercial production begins, and even after that, to handhold you right through your journey in India. This is your trusted friend. Okay.
Great to know, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhu. Pleasure.
Next is Dr. Nayan Bheda from Mumbai, Maharashtra.
Thank you, Manoj. Hello, Bagla ji. It was very insightful hearing you. I am Dr. Nayan Bheda, co-chair of Startup Cell in MSME and Startup Forum. I have also been awarded as a best startup advisor, felicitated as best startup advisor also by Sri Suresh Prabhu when he was Honorable Minister at Center, and also by Sri Devendra Fadnavis when he was CM of Maharashtra here. Been doing a lot of work for startups. My question to you, Deepak ji, in fact, I have met you personally in your office many years ago, and this is my second time I'm interacting with you. Deepak ji, over last many years, this government has introduced a lot of compliances and penalties for the companies. Now, my question is, most of these compliances, statutory compliances and penalties are same for enterprises as well as for startups. Can't it be possible that the startups, especially the early stage startups who are just starting, their compliances or the penalties could be reduced, or based on their age or based on their performance? Why should they should be penalized same as enterprise?
First, thank you very much for all your support and all what you're doing for the entire ecosystem and especially startups.
Thank you.
Nanji, I think please send your suggestions. You know it well, you know the landscape well, you know what is the requirement. We'll be more than happy to forward them to the concerned officials and for their consideration. Absolutely.
All right, thanks. I had interacted with the during COVID time, we were interacted with the Agni and Startup India team. And I'll definitely look forward to sending this suggestion.
Sure.
I hope you agree with it, that startup should be not be.
To me, I'll forward it to Invest India.
Yeah, Manoj, sure.
Thank you. Next is Mr. K.R. Raghavan from London, UK. He's the second last. After that, then is last Mr. Manoj Bhatia. Mr. K.R. Raghavan, please. Mr. K.R. Raghavan, is he there? Yeah. Please unmute yourself. We cannot hear.
Sorry. Thank you, Manoj, Vijay, and Deepak so much for this opportunity. It's a great program. I'm an ex-Citi banker as well as an angel investor in India now, about 12 companies there. My question to you, Deepak, is what are you doing with respect to attracting HNIs into angel investment when you're competing with several other countries with very salubrious and accommodating tax regimes? You're, of course, attracting growth funds, but when it comes to seed funds, what is it that you're doing? And my comment is, you're doing such exemplary work, but बावजूद इसके कि मैं एक एंजल इन्वेस्टर इंडिया में आपके बारे में आज तक मैंने सुना ही नहीं। ठीक है, it's very unfortunate that all of these great efforts are getting lost in the noise created by the media in India on matters that are completely sundry and irrelevant most of the time. How you have to take care of that as well, unfortunately. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, K.R., and morning to you. And hopefully you guys have controlled the virus better. But listen, angel investors is very, very critical. And what we've been doing very, very successfully in the past 36 months especially, and again, this has come from the Prime Minister himself, he wanted. There's been a lot of stakeholder interaction, and to see how we can create a fiscal environment which encourages the angel investors to look at India more actively. And frankly, we are seeing an immense traction on that one. I mean, we've raised close to $10 billion for startups. And a large part of that is also one of the fastest growing segment is the angel investor community on that one. And Mayur, even the private bank out of Citibank has seen a large number of growth in the HNIs looking to invest in Indian startups. So in fact, I'm seeing like across global banks, but more so in Citi because, you and I being ex-Citi ourselves, it's something where I get more information on. But it is happening. And if there are suggestions you think which could be brought in, more than happy to get them into the system. But yes, that is a very fast growing segment. And it is going to be very, very core to getting this entire startup going on a faster momentum. And good to see you. Keep safe.
Thank you. So now the last question is, I invite Mr. Manoj Bhatia.
Ajib, panelists and the attendees, namaskar. This is Manoj Bhatia from Atlanta, America. I have a question for you. I can bring employment to 1,000 people as well as invest $200 million in India. But the problem is we want 70 hectares of land and the maintenance fee is very high on that. How can that be negotiated?
Why don't you just send us this detail? We'll work together, Manoj, and see what can be done. We must make it happen for you.
And at the same
More
time,
than
sure,
happy to.
at the same time, we are willing to distribute free protein to India.
No, Manoj, more than happy. And anybody from a part of the Indian family who's wanting to come back, always there. And I'm seeing a lot of accommodation and support coming from each of the state government, especially on these kind of requirements. So please get in touch with us. More than happy to work with you to see how it should be done.
Sure. At the same time, if we can provide more clean water and the proteins, the lifespan of our assets will grow.
Of course, very vital. Very important. Thank you.
Thank you for taking my question and appreciate. Have a good day. Be safe.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatia. Mr. Sandeep Gupta is also raising his hand. Last question, please. Mr. Sandeep Gupta, quickly.
Namaskar to all of you. Vijay ji, namaste. Deepak ji, thank you for this opportunity and the platform. I'm already based in Muscat, Oman, and I'm into animal health industry with the pharmaceutical trading, import and exports. So my immediate questions to Deepak ji is, Deepak ji, I want to start manufacturing in India. So for that, can I invest in India from my Indian assets? How those will be treated and what it makes a difference if I invest to my overseas assets as an NRI. So both these investments, how those fund treatment will be there in India if I start manufacturing platform in India.
Manoj, one, I'm not the tax specialist, so I will not be the smartest guy to answer your questions on the tax side of it and the financial implications. But I must tell you that on both counts, you will have absolute support. And depending on the industry, also what percentage of that industry you can you can participate in if you're a local investor versus a global investor. That is probably the only differentiation. But otherwise, I think as far as entry into the sector is concerned, it's open for you. And we look forward to working with you. Please send us your investment idea and let's work on it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Deepak ji. I will be in touch with you. Manoj ji, I will get in touch with you.
Sure. You can send me a mail. So thank you.
Thanks.
We are towards the end of the program. I request Shri Varun Goel ji, who is the director at our forum, to give the formal vote of thanks within 1 minute. Mr. Varun Goel, please.
Namaskar, everybody, and good evening. First of all, I thank Shri Deepak Bagla ji to spare such a valuable time of his for us and to give an insight of why to invest in India and how to invest in India and providing one-stop solution for all the investors around the world. Then I thank Dr. Vijay Chauthewala ji, who is under his own guidance. This platform and this forum is moving ahead, and I'm sure it will progress. Then I thank Shri Dr. Manoj Shah ji, who is the founder and national president of MSME Startup Forum Bharat, who is again progressing and leading this particular forum and bring it to all the level, whatever he can. I thank all the board members, office bearers, international members, domestic members who are attending this event and making this event successful. And definitely, with all the support of everybody, we'll take it to the next level and we'll keep all the events coming up there and after. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Stay safe and be together.
Thank you, Varun ji.
Thank you. बागला साहब की डिमांड है कि हमें फिर से जो है बागला साहब से समय लेना पड़ेगा. अभी समय समाप्त होता है. विमल चड्ढा जी जुड़ रहे हैं. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? क्विकली कह दीजिए 15 सेकंड में.
बहुत अच्छा रहा जी. It is very informative. Let us invest in India.
Thank you Vimal Chadha ji from Kenya. तो बागला साहब देखिए, आपका नाम हमने प्रमोट किया, या लोग आपको जानते हैं. They are so excited, pouring in from all over the world, and definitely जो है वो इन्वेस्ट इंडिया के साथ हम लोग काम भी करेंगे और आपका फिर से जो है प्रोग्राम करेंगे. दोबारा मिलने की उम्मीद में बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Manoj ji. This was excellent. Really nice. And thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Each one
Thank
of you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Core of my heart. I'm really
Thank you. Thank you, Deepak ji. Namaste.
Thank you,
Thank
Vijay bhai.
Ki Jai.
Thank you. Thank you, Manoj. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Namaste, Vijay.
Yes, sir. Namaskar, Vijay sir.
Namaste, namaste everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you.